Kentucky Congressman James Comer is the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, and he will be attending that hearing just moments from now, and he joins us now. Chairman, thank you so much for making the time for us today. What do you expect to hear today, and what do you expect to come out of this hearing today?
Well, we're going to be focused like a laser on fraud in the Oversight Committee. We've even created this new task force, which is led by Brandon Gill from Texas, a rising star in American politics, and he's doing a great job. We've brought in people. We're focused today on Ohio. We've already seen what's happening in Minnesota and California with the Medicaid and welfare fraud in those states. Now we're expanding to Ohio, and we're going to keep expanding to other states because this is a problem in all 50 states. And one of the reasons Dr. Oz said at the beginning of his interview there was that he loved Medicaid is because the Democrats are quick. Anytime Republicans try to do the right thing and get the backs of the taxpayers and talk about reducing and eliminating fraud in the Medicaid program, the Democrats and their friends in the liberal media try to say, oh, Republicans want to cut Medicaid. And that's not it. What we're finding and what we're going to focus on today are providers, people who are registered and licensed to be providing Medicaid services, but they're not providing any services. They're only billing Medicaid, and this is a huge problem that's costing the taxpayers, and it's hurting the Medicaid program in all 50 states.
Yeah, it's rather stunning to think of how easy it has been for so many people to steal from the government program and not get caught. It really is. So hopefully this will start making a dent in it. Let's listen to a little bit more from Dr. Oz during yesterday's press briefing at the White House, praising the people who work from inside the system to expose all the rampant fraud taking place. Listen.
We benefit from whistleblowers. Our most important whistleblowers have been members of industry who know the game, know how you can cheat it if you're unethical, and they point out to us when these problems occur. So we do not want to hurt the folks who are earnestly involved in hospice, in durable medical equipment suppliers, personal care services. They're good people in these businesses, but we're going to slow down the growth of these sectors till we can get our arms around the problem because it is of massive magnitude to us.
Yeah, I was disappointed to see that, happy that they found them, but even people inside the system working for the government because they knew how it operated, they were able to, but they've been caught, so that's good. But do you echo those sentiments about the importance of the whistleblowers in exposing all this fraud?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're having more whistleblowers come forward now. These people have been sounding the alarm for years, but nobody's been serious about doing anything about the fraud. And here's the reason why. Medicaid is primarily funded by the federal government, but it's administered by the state governments. So when you have a governor like Tim Walz or Gavin Newsom that could care less about how federal dollars are spent, as long as that money keeps coming in and their base and their welfare recipients keep getting the full benefits, then they're happy. They don't care because it's not their money. That's the attitude that a lot of Democrat governors have, and I'm afraid we're going to find a few Republicans as well. So we're trying to do something about it, and the more people that do something about it, I think the more whistleblowers are going to come forward because the overwhelming majority of Medicaid providers are doing the right thing, and they're not cheating the taxpayers, and they're disgusted just like we are by the people that are abusing the system. It's just been going on deaf ears with many of these governors because, again, it's administered by the state, but the money primarily comes from the federal government.
Your office has also been investigating Kathy Hochul in the state of New York for abuses there as well. Can you give us an update on that and talk to us perhaps about where else this probe might be heading?
Well, I think obviously we're requesting information in New York. We're requesting information in other states. We're probably about to request information in Kentucky, which is a huge Medicaid state. When you look at two of the biggest Medicaid-dependent states in America, New York and Kentucky are at the top of the list. And again, I think what you're going to see is what we've seen in Minnesota and California. As long as this federal money keeps coming in, these states aren't going to be too concerned about ensuring that none of it's lost to fraud. And now that people are blowing the whistle, we're going to have more people come forward, more honest players that are going to point the finger at bad actors. And hopefully with the Department of Justice and with Vice President Vance's fraud task force, we're going to start seeing some of these people prosecuted.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.